This is News with the Disney Dude. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content, and please hit that thumbs up if you like the video. But now, here's the news for July 21st of 2025. Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away has debuted yesterday at the Magic Kingdom. I was there for that. I did post an honest. I did just do an honest review, which I have posted. So that's on the channel for you to watch. I went in depth into that. I think it's probably the worst parade I have ever seen in my life. But I'll let you guys watch that, and then I can't put the parade up yet because of copyright issues and stuff because of the original song. But as soon as I am able to post the parade, then I will do so. But in the meantime, though, I did do an honest review for you, so you can check that out if you would like. Woman is suing Walt Disney World for a 3-day hospital stay after eating a contaminated salad. I don't know what this means. I have no idea. What is a contaminated salad? I have no idea. This seems kind of stupid to me. I don't know, but we're just gonna have to wait and see if when more details come about. But I really don't understand the contaminated salad thing. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch this story more closely. But seems kind of bizarre to me. Kind of really bizarre. It's, more and more stories now of, some ridiculous things happening. You may remember we posted about, a guy getting really chafed on a water slide at Disney, and he decided to sue them. This woman is suing Disney for a contaminated salad. It's pretty crazy, So again, we're just gonna have to wait and see what this story is. But when I have more when we have more information, we will give that to you. But just seems kind of wild to me. Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid is now temporarily closed for refurbishment at the Magic Kingdom. The ride is maybe going. We expect it to reopen on Saturday, July 26th. There's been no word yet on Disney. They have not said that, so this is just a guess. But it's now closed for refurbishment. I really hope that they fix Sebastian's eyes. I really hope that that's what they do with this refurbishment. They decided to fix his one pair of eyes at the end of the ride because we were whining about it. But I really hope that they fix he appears 3 times. Right? Three? I mean, the first time is an animated figure where, he pops out of stuff, but I think he appears, is it twice? Under the Sea. No, it's 3 times. Under the Sea, Kiss the Girl, and in the finale. In the finale, they fixed his eyes, so he's got the bright eyes. But Under the Sea and during Under the Sea and Kiss the Girl, he's still got the blank, screenless eyes. So hopefully, with this refurbishment again, hopefully they'll fix that. but we really don't know. We really have no idea. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. But that's what I'm hoping. I think that's what we're all hoping for, is that they fix his eyes. Really, really hoping. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but we're hoping. Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando Resorts are under another heat advisory. The feel-like temperatures are as high as 112 degrees. So, this is what I've been saying about people. People don't want to come here in the summertime because of this, okay? People are figuring this out, that Florida is really not fun in the summertime. June, July, August is not fun. In September, kind of. But June, July, and August is awful. It is awful here. It is hot. It is humid. It is rainy. And then it gets back to very, very hot again. So people are starting to figure that out. People are starting to figure that out. That, you know what? Florida is really not that great in the summertime. Unless you go to the beach. Okay? So, it's, you know, if heat is not your thing, then don't come here, okay? Because every single post I see on these Facebook pages is like, it's too hot here. I don't understand about this. Okay, so if you can't stand the heat, I'm gonna coin an old phrase here, but if you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. Okay, but people are figuring this out. People are figuring this out, that look, Florida is not great. It's not fun in the summertime. It is not fun in the summertime. All right. I'll tell you, I don't even like to go during the summer. I've had to go because I've had to do things for work. But I don't even really like going in the summertime. I was walking around the Magic Kingdom yesterday, and I can't tell you how many times I saw the Reedy Creek Fire Department, picking people up because, people aren't from here and they don't understand the heat, and they just, they fall over from the heat, And yes, I still call them Reedy Creek because that's what they are. They are Reedy Creek. They are not Central Florida Tourism firefighters. They are Reedy Creek. But anyway, not going to get into that rant. But people don't want to come here in the heat. Okay, it's not enjoyable. It is not fun, and it's just not fun. It's just not. It's really, really not. So, if, people, I see people all over the Facebook pages like, yeah, it's too hot here and I don't understand why it's so hot and blah, blah, blah. We're in Florida, okay? We are in Florida. It is very, very hot, and I'm sorry, but that's the way it is, all right? So, it is very hot here, so you need to plan for that. You need to plan for the heat, for the extreme heat. And let me tell you something. We're only in July. August next month is the worst. August is the worst month for us. It is very, very, you think it's bad now. It's gonna be 10 times worse next month. It's going to be really bad next month. August, it gets really, really hot. And I'm talking like insanely hot. So, so you think it's bad now? No, it's going to get a lot worse. It's going to get a lot worse. So, just plan for the heat. That's what I love about Disney is there's plenty of inside stuff to do in the air conditioning that normally takes a lot of time to get through. Going to Epcot today, I was like, man, I am so glad that we have the American Adventure, which is a half-hour show, inside, air conditioning. I'm so glad we have Living with the Land, which is 16 minutes, which is a boat ride inside. That's 16 minutes. I'm so happy we have Spaceship Earth, which is a 15-minute ride inside in the air conditioning. We have the Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival, which is 18 minutes, 20 minutes after the pre-show, inside in the air conditioning. So that's why, and that's just Epcot. Okay, that's just Epcot. I could spend, at least, a half hour talking to you about, what's inside at all the parks. Okay, but I don't want to spend that much time doing that. And people want to go on and on and on and on and on and on about Epic and how it's great and everything. There's not a lot of shade. There is not a lot of shade in Epic. Okay, and there's certainly not a lot to do inside. Okay, unless you just want to stand in lines all day. All right, which is why I think Walt Disney World is so much better in the summertime than it is at Universal. Which is why I haven't been going to Universal, because I have annual passes for both. But it's why I don't go to Universal in the summertime, because there's not a lot to do inside that takes a long time to get through. Nothing like Disney. Nothing like Disney. All right? But anyway, sorry I rambled on, but just all you could do is plan for the heat. Plan for the heat. Take water breaks when you need to. Take frequent air breaks. Okay? Just try to adapt. Try to adapt. I've told people that, I've been living here since 2015. I've lived here for 10 years now, and they're like, how do you deal with this heat? And I'm like, to be honest with you, you don't get over the heat. You don't get over the heat. All you can do is try to adapt to it. And that's my advice to everybody, is just try to adapt to it. All right? As much as you can. I know I know vacationers, they want to rush, do everything. I understand, but it's not worth killing yourself over, okay? It's not worth killing yourself in the heat for, all right? The ride is not going anywhere. The show is not going anywhere, okay? Relax, calm down, take your time, all right? More rock and roller coaster apparel has arrived at Disney's Hollywood Studios ahead of its permanent closure. So, it's so funny. Right before I did this video, I saw a post on Facebook about someone said, yeah, they're releasing all this, rock and roller coaster merchandise. Where's the Muppet Vision 3D merchandise? I had to laugh out loud. I was like, that's pretty funny. That's hilarious. Disney, they wanted to close Muppet Vision as soon as they could, and now they're just trying to hold on to Rock and Roller Coaster as long as they can. So, I don't know why they decided to pick Rock and Roller Coaster, but whatever. But I thought that was pretty funny, that someone was like, hey, where's all the Muppet Vision 3D merchandise at? So I was like, yep, there you go. so I got a good laugh out of that one. Test Track has soft opened to all guests before official reopening, which is tomorrow. So, I went on, I actually didn't know that. I was actually going to just go to Universal today. And then a friend of mine who came to Magic Kingdom last night to see the parade, said that, hey, they're doing soft openings of Test Track tomorrow. Why don't you just go to Epcot? Oh, okay. I did not know that. All right. So I booked my Epcot reservation and went in and went and did Test Track, and I actually rode it 3 times. Spoiler alert, not getting too much into this because I'm going to do an honest review for this, but I really like this version of Test Track. I really like this version. I think it's so much better of a ride than 2.0 ever was. There's things I didn't like about it, but again, I'm going to get into this again when I do my honest review. I'm not going to be able to do it tonight. I just ran out of time. I'm already working overtime trying to get this out. As what, my honest review of Starlight is out. Then I had to do this. And then I was hoping to do my honest review of Test Track. The same time. I can't. So that's gonna come out on Monday. Or is today Monday? I'm sorry, Tuesday. It's going to come out on Tuesday. My honest review of Test Track will be out on Tuesday. Alright, but I wanted to do it today, but didn't get a chance to. But I really like that ride. I really like the new Test Track ride. So if you haven't gone to do it, I would suggest you do it. Because I recommend it. I really recommend it. Haunted Mansion is operating normally after skipping the stretching room for days at the Magic Kingdom. So we don't really know what happened. I was actually there yesterday. I did Haunted Mansion, and I noticed that we had skipped the pre-show, and I thought, did I just miss? I was like, what just happened? Why did we miss the pre-show? I was like, I guess maybe it's not working. So that's, so I guess something happened with it. And, because there's 2 pre-show rooms in Haunted Mansion. So there, when one is full, the other one loads. When the other one is full, the other one, so they're, simultaneously loading. So I guess they had a really bad technical issue with the stretching room, so they couldn't do it. But that, I thought that was weird. I walked in and I'm like, why are we not doing the stretching room? And I thought, oh, you know what? I bet it's not working. I bet it's not working. And that's why the stretching room was not working. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to look more into that. But it is nice that the stretching room is back up and operating. So you can now enjoy that again as well. And then my last thing is, I kind of touched on this already. My Test Track honest review will be coming out tomorrow. Like I said, I really wanted to do it today. Didn't have time, so I'm going to sit down and do it tomorrow. So, but there you are. There's your stories. I did finally go on It's a Small World, and I finally got to record the ride with the new song lyric. So I hope that you go and check that out. I really, really, really like that. I'm so glad that they brought it to Walt Disney World, because they didn't have to. They didn't have to. It was just for I think it was just intended for Disneyland, and then they decided to bring it to Walt Disney World. So Walt Disney World got some love. So I'm really, really happy that they brought the new song lyric here to the Magic Kingdom, because that ride, there are 3 three quintessential rides, four if you want to count one, but that are quintessential Disney. All right. One is, well, actually five. Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, which was his first use of audio animatronics. It's a Small World, which was at the New York World's Fair. Carousel of Progress, which was also at the World Fair, and then those were brought to Disneyland. Pirates of the Caribbean, and Haunted Mansion. Those are the five most important attractions at Disneyland, and really the five. I really think. I mean, I could say, yeah, the same at Walt Disney World. You know, even though, you know, people walk into the Tiki Room here at Disney World and they don't get it, and it's, you know, but, you know, if I had to pick five rides, and say that those are quintessential Disney rides, I would say, Small World, Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Carousel of Progress. Okay, even though Carousel of Progress and then Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, even though that those last two are not really, I mean, Carousel of Progress is kind of a ride. It's half ride, half show, because you change scenes. So if you want to count that as a ride, you can. You know, it's a ride and a show. But if you asked me what would be my quintessential Disney ride picks, you know, the four I would pick would be Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, It's a Small World, and Carousel of Progress. And then the fifth one would be, it's not a ride, but it's a show, Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. So those would be the ones that I would pick. So, but it is nice that, you know, again, I went off on a tangent, so I apologize, because, you know, that's what I do. But, you know, I am glad that, you know, Walt Disney World is getting some love. But there you are. There's your stories. Let me, you know, if you know, are you excited for the new verse for It's a Small World? Let me know in the comments. Have you been on the ride? Have you experienced it? But I really like that. I really, really like it. It's a very, very, very heartfelt update. So, but I thank you guys very much for watching this video. Again, if you like this video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel for more content. You guys have a great rest of your evening. And remember that tomorrow is just a dream away.